Let me ask you something. Have you noticed that foods you used to eat without a second thought are now causing you bloating, discomfort, or trips to the bathroom at inconvenient times? Have you started avoiding social meals because you're not sure how your stomach is going to behave? If this sounds familiar, you are far from alone. And more importantly, there are real, practical explanations for what's happening and real things you can do about it. Your gut changes significantly after 50. Not in a way that's inevitable and untreatable, but in ways that respond beautifully to the right kind of attention. Today we're going to talk about why digestion shifts as we age, what's happening to your gut microbiome, the community of trillions of microorganisms living in your digestive tract, and what you can eat, take, and do to feel significantly better. Before we dive in, I want to mention that while this information is evidence-based and genuinely useful, it's educational in nature. If you're dealing with persistent digestive symptoms, unexplained weight loss, blood in your stool, or severe pain, please see your doctor. Some symptoms need professional evaluation before you try to manage them on your own. Now, let's start with what actually changes. One of the most significant shifts that happens after 50 is a decline in stomach acid production. This might sound like bad news, but it's actually a very common and manageable change. The issue is that most people don't know it's happening. Stomach acid is what your body uses to break down protein, activate digestive enzymes, kill potentially harmful bacteria, and absorb certain critical nutrients like B12, calcium, iron, and magnesium. When acid production decreases, all of these processes become less efficient. You may notice that you feel full faster, that heavy protein-rich meals sit uncomfortably, or that you feel bloated and gassy more often. Some people also notice that they're developing deficiencies in nutrients they've been eating for decades, which can seem confusing until you understand that absorption efficiency has quietly declined. Digestive enzyme production also decreases with age. These enzymes, amylase, protease, lipase, are responsible for breaking carbohydrates, proteins, and fats into forms small enough for your body to absorb. When enzyme output drops, undigested food particles make it further into the lower intestine, where bacteria ferment them and produce gas. This is the source of a lot of the bloating and discomfort that people experience, and often blame on particular foods, when the real issue is an enzymatic insufficiency. Then there's the gut microbiome, and this is where things get genuinely fascinating. Your microbiome is not just your digestive tract. It is a living ecosystem that influences your immune function, your mood, your inflammation levels, your weight, your skin, and even your cognitive health. Research in the last decade has revealed connections between the gut and virtually every system in the body. And after 50, this ecosystem tends to lose diversity. The variety of bacterial species present tends to narrow, beneficial bacteria decline, and less beneficial or outright problematic species can begin to dominate. This shift, sometimes called gut dysbiosis, is associated with increased intestinal permeability, which you may have heard referred to as leaky gut, increased inflammation, and a range of symptoms that seem unrelated to digestion until you understand the gut-body connection. What drives this decline in microbiome diversity? Several things work together. Reduced dietary variety is a major one. Many people's diets naturally narrow with age, eating fewer different types of foods. A history of antibiotic use takes a toll on microbial diversity. Reduced physical activity, chronic stress, and poor sleep all negatively affect the microbiome. And certain medications commonly taken after 50, including proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, NSAIDs, and others, can alter gut flora in ways that aren't widely discussed. So what do? Let's start with food, because this is the foundation of everything. The single most impactful dietary change for gut health is increasing diversity, specifically, eating a wide variety of plant foods. Research has found that people who eat 30 or more different plant foods per week have dramatically more diverse microbiomes than those eating 10 or fewer. This doesn't mean eating exotic things. It means variety. Different vegetables, different fruits, different legumes, different nuts and seeds, different whole grains, different herbs and spices. Each type of plant fiber feeds different bacterial species, so the more variety you bring in, the richer your microbial ecosystem becomes. Fermented foods are another category with strong evidence behind them. Yogurt with live active cultures, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, and kombucha all deliver live beneficial bacteria directly to your gut. A landmark Stanford study found that people who increased their intake of fermented foods showed meaningful increases in microbiome diversity and decreases in inflammatory markers after just 10 weeks. These are not expensive or complicated foods. Adding a serving of plain yogurt, a spoonful of sauerkraut alongside a meal, or a small glass of kefir daily is a genuinely simple and effective practice. Prebiotic foods deserve equal attention because this is where a lot of people miss the picture. While probiotics bring live bacteria in, prebiotics feed the bacteria that are already living in your gut. Prebiotics are specific types of fiber found in foods like garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, Jerusalem artichokes, slightly underripe bananas, oats, and chicory root. Without adequate prebiotic fiber, even the most carefully chosen probiotic supplements won't take hold very well. Think of it this way. Probiotics are the seeds, and prebiotics are the soil and water. Speaking of probiotic supplements, they're worth discussing because the market is enormous and confusing. The honest answer is that not all probiotics are equal, and the research on specific strains for specific conditions is still evolving. The most consistently studied strains for general digestive health include Lactobacillus acidophilus, Bifidobacterium longum, and Bifidobacterium bifidum, and it's worth looking for products that contain multiple strains and have at least 10 to 50 billion CFUs. Refrigerated products tend to have better viability. But I'll say this again. Supplements are a complement to food, not a substitute. Food-based sources of probiotics are more biodiverse and more sustainable than any capsule. Now let's talk about bloating specifically, because this is one of the most disruptive symptoms, and there are concrete things you can do. Eating more slowly is surprisingly effective. When you eat quickly, you swallow more air, and you tend to swallow larger food particles that are harder to digest. Smaller, more frequent meals are often easier on an aging digestive system than 2 or 3 large ones. Digestive enzyme supplements, taken with meals, can be genuinely helpful for people dealing with bloating after meals, particularly when eating protein-rich or fatty foods. Peppermint, either as tea or in enteric-coated capsule form, has solid evidence for reducing intestinal spasm and bloating. Ginger, similarly, has been used for digestive comfort for thousands of years and has modern research to support its effectiveness. Foods that commonly worsen bloating and digestive discomfort after 50 include ultra-processed foods high in artificial sweeteners, like sorbitol and mannitol. These are poorly absorbed and highly fermentable. Excessive raw cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower can be challenging when digestive capacity is reduced. Cooking them makes them much gentler. Carbonated beverages introduce gas directly, and high-fat fried foods slow gastric emptying significantly and often worsen reflux and heaviness. Hydration also plays a role that gets overlooked. Your intestines need water to move things along properly, and the sensation of thirst diminishes with age, meaning many older adults are mildly dehydrated without realizing it. Aiming for at least 6 to 8 glasses of water daily and prioritizing herbal teas and water-rich foods like cucumbers, celery, and broth supports motility and regularity. Exercise is worth mentioning here too. Physical movement directly stimulates intestinal motility, the muscular contractions that move food through your digestive tract. A simple 30-minute walk after meals has been shown to reduce bloating and improve digestion. This is one of the most underused tools in managing digestive discomfort. The gut is sometimes called the second brain for good reason. When you take care of it, the benefits ripple out through your whole body. Your energy, your mood, your immune resilience, and your inflammation levels all improve. The changes we talked about today are not complicated or expensive. More diverse plants, more fermented foods, slower eating, staying hydrated, moving your body. These are small daily choices that add up to a fundamentally different relationship with your digestive health. Your gut is asking for your attention. It's not subtle about it. The good news is that it responds quickly when you give it what it needs. Start today and give it a few weeks. You may be surprised how much better you feel. If this was helpful, please share it with someone who's been struggling with digestive issues, because far too many people are quietly suffering when they don't have to be. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.